Hello everyone, welcome back to Cause Streams TV. We are done week 16 and oh my god, what a week it was. We got so much to talk about. I'm super excited because we've got a boatload of mounts to talk about. We haven't had a good mount week in a while. This was a very good mount week, so I'm excited to go over all of that. I'm really hoping the Paladin gets something good out of his vault because we blasted keys on the Paladin. We're going to talk about that. Well, by keys, I mean key. We did 14 Cinderbrew metery keys last week, all at 7 or higher. Most were actually 10, so I could fill out the vault, and we're specifically after the neck. So we'll see if we get that in our vault. We'll talk about that a little more when we get to the Paladin. We'll have a vault on our Brewmaster. We got him up to 2k IO. Another 500 more to go to finish the 2500 IO challenge. And we're going to top off the discussion about last week with how much gold we made. And it was a really good week last week. Even though I had a BOE sell at the LFR price, it was still a pretty good sale. So we're going to talk about all of that. But let's get started. I think the first thing I want to jump into, as much as we usually do jump in and do our vaults and all that stuff first, I am so excited to go over the mounts we got this week. So let's jump in and talk about the mounts, starting with this boy right here. The Junk Maestro's Magnetomech, and I absolutely love this. This is from the Glory of the Undermine achievements. We actually ran those on stream. If you're curious how those achievements work, you can go back, take a look at the stream, and it will show you how to do the achievements. But I am super excited for this one. I really do like how this one looks. It has your standard mount special animation, but a lot of this was done very well. I have favorited this. This would be great on a mage, so definitely going to use this one. So we got this one, and because we completed the Glory achievement, we ended up getting this mount next. The Outer-Worldly Autok Carrier. Now this mount surprisingly does fly. I was very blown away when I realized that this is a flying mount. This mount you get when you complete the 500 mount achievement. So I got the 500th mount was the Glory of the Undermine Raider, and then I got this one at the same time. So I got 2 mounts for completing 1 Glory achievement. Really cool that this one can fly, but when he's on the ground, he has no feet, and it's really confusing because it's like he's partially missing. But overall, really happy that I got 2 mounts out of that one. And then we get to talk about this next one that I'm super excited for. And that is this bad boy right here, the Big G. That is right, we got it from getting our CE achievement, so I'm extremely excited for that. There's a link in the description down below, or at the top right, there is a pop-up that tells you to go take a look at that CE kill. But we got it, here it is, the Big G off killing Mythic Gallywix. It's kind of funny how I got this one, because originally you get 3 per CE kill, 2 of them dropped, and I thought I had looted the boss. Turns out I was completely wrong, and someone said, hey, where's the 3rd mount? Someone still needs to loot. I went back, I looted, voila, we got the Big G. Really excited this one's done because I did not get the Queen Anseric mount when we were rerunning that in the last season, so really happy we got this one. This looks really cool. His mount special feels really weak when he does the explosion. I figured it'd be way more powerful, but really happy that I got this and I don't have to farm it in the future when this returns. So here's the cutting edge mount. I was one of the players that got it. And the next mount we got, this is from completing the new Titan panel thing and delves that you have. It's over 1,700 discs that you need to collect. You get about 60 per run. I absolutely dreaded doing delves just to get this, so I did them as quickly as I could at tier 1 just to run it over and over again. But it is the OC91 Chariot. I really do like how this mount looks. The electricity all over it, the colors on it, everything looks really well done. So I did favorite this one. And I don't know about you guys, for some reason there's something going on in the game right now, because if I zoom in all the way, it acts as if my character is not where it actually is. So something is going on. But this is the 4th mount we got. Now we're on to some of the other ones for the week, so we are halfway done the mount collection. And next up, we have a ground mount. This is actually from the BFA Timewalking event. There are 2 BFA Timewalking mounts. I finally ran out of Timewalking badges, so I could only get one of them for 5,000 badges. This is the Moonlit Lightsaber. Just another, tiger mount. Nothing in my eyes fancy about it, but here's another one that we get to add to our collection. And then there's the next one that we got is from And you guessed that I finally got my Visions mount. This is the corruption of the aspects. You get it for the 40,000 mementos. I am now done with that. Now I have to struggle boss at 8 mass to be able to get the sandworm that they added. But this actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. It looks a lot better. Maybe it's just the zone I'm in. But here's the corruption of the aspects from mementos. Sticking with the theme of Visions, here is the last one we finally got, is the Voidfire Death Cycle. It's the final motorcycle one that we need out of Visions. Again, I love how this looks. I also have the Mountain Dew one, which I really like. It's just a recolor, but I think it's fantastic. All three are really good. I still need to get the green one, but maybe we'll work on that in the future. But that is the end of the Visions mounts, and I always save the best for last because we have been waiting for years for this one. And here is the best mount in the entire game, the Chrono Corsair. Everything about this dragon is absolutely perfect. The colors, the theme, literally nothing could have been done to make this mount any better except maybe releasing it 4 years ago. There's literally nothing special about the mount special except for look at the colors on the wings. Oh my god, this is the best thing ever. I'm so glad we got it. So for those who are wondering, Turbulent Timeways is actually bugged. I ended up doing 3 of 5 on the achievements on my evoker while leveling, and then I switched over to my paladin to see if I can get the heroic cash to give me a shield. It didn't, but it gave me the mount because it's bugged. So just go do the Turbulent Timeways quest on a couple different characters, get the buff, and it just counts towards the achievement, and we got it early. It looks like this was not patched out, so Blizzard left it. It's a bug. Hey, I'll take it. I finally got the mount that I've been waiting for years, and this was released in Shadowlands, and of course Streets Azavesh is coming back as a dungeon in season 3, so I'm super excited. Now I get to go run to the dragon with the dragon I'm going to be fighting. So to me, I've been waiting forever for this. I've been saying this should have been a mount long ago, so I'm really happy that they finally released it. But here is the Chrono Corsair. Okay, the mounts are done. Let's jump in the game, take a look at our vaults. I don't even know if the DK has a vault from like raid. Oh, he has a normal raid vault, I think, because we did the achievements. Let's just see what kind of transmog we get to pick up on the DK today. We've got the headpiece that we don't have, and it's the tier set. And when exactly did I do a key? It's a veteran. I honestly don't remember, but we do have that, and we don't have any other transmog. Maybe the back piece. Do we want the back piece? It's okay. Let's see. And then that one. No, you know what? We are going to take the head because it's part of the tier and it's veteran. So I don't think that's what normal. No, champion's normal. It's LFR. We're going to take it. We're going to throw it into our T-Mog collection, and then we're going to disenchant it. So nothing really on the Death Knight this week because we didn't really play them. We are doing a Mythic Reclear this week, so I'm super excited about that. And like I said, we did get Cutting Edge last week as well. All right, next up, we're going to take a quick look at the Monk. Like I said earlier in the video, we did get 2 KIO at least. We finished a Floodgate. It was a very slow Floodgate. We almost didn't time it because I had to be a little careful. We had a Hunter that just had no idea what they were doing. But we did get the Floodgate for 236 points, brought us over 2K. So we start working on the Monk, get him his 7 and 8s. That should get us up near 2,500 and a few 10s eventually. So let's open the vault. We're just going to open and brew. I think I did the 1 key, so no idea what he's going to get. Let's take a look here. And hey, we can't complain. That is a one-handed weapon that replaces our champion. So let's grab that. Stat-wise, haste mastery, not the greatest, but we will take it. And this is the character I am most excited for. This is the character I put the most time in. This is the character that all I did was run Cinderbrew on. If you're wondering why the best neck for Paladin drops from Cinderbrew, and because there's only 2 necks entire season of Mythic Plus. The other one is for Dark Flame Cleft, and it's a crit verse, which I don't need. I need the haste mastery, and that drops only from Cinderbrew. So we ran 14 Cinderbrew keys, and we saw the neck drop twice. In both 7s we ran, but guess what? Because they were 7s, nobody could trade it. So we did see 2 of them drop, just not for me. We did see a ton of other gear, but yeah, that's what we were chasing all week on the Paladin. However, we did also do a full heroic clear on the Paladin, so we're going to open up our vault. We're going to open it in proc because I still need like the neck, the trinket from Mythic Plus. There's a lot of things I still need. We have a full vault to look at, and just on first glance, man, This isn't bad, but it's way too heavy mastery. I'm pretty sure we saw the same thing last week. We've got the bomb suit, though. That is huge for Paladin. Super excited to have this one. It is great for raid, and considering I don't have the second trinket as a very good trinket for Mythic Plus, I could swap it out, but I do lose main stat. So either way, this is a great choice right now. This is the thing that we're most likely going to be taking. We have the headpiece. We have a Mythic track trinket, which I don't remember if this guy has seen before. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. I mean, really good option. We have a Mythic track one-hander, but we've crafted ours. So for the 3 extra item levels, we're not going to worry about it, but we have a Mythic track chest. So this is huge, right? So bomb suit we could get just from doing more heroics. I know it's a really long shot for us to get the bomb suit, but I feel like we should take Mythic track tier pieces, Mythic track pieces that can be converted to tier over trinkets. All right, so I've done some research just to kind of figure out how things look. If I, as good as this would be, I don't think it's better than taking a Mythic track tier piece. Now, well, Mythic track chest that I can convert into a tier piece, because we'll just run some more heroic raids and just get our 6 box and see what this guy gets. And then if I can kill Mythic Gallywix on the Paladin, we have 7 puzzling cartel chips, meaning I can get 2 Mythic track pieces, and I'd probably start with something other than like a trinket anyway, you know, at which point I can then grab some Mythic track. You know, I can get a Jaster's or I can get the shield, or both actually, right? So I think what I'm going to do is get the Mythic track chest piece. We're going to go catalyze it, and then we're going to upgrade all the way because I do have some press to be able to do that. The challenge, I guess, becomes that now I need to craft a neck piece, because out of Cinderbrew, I didn't get any necks, like I said. So unfortunately for me, I don't have that. Let's see what this upgrades to. All right, ran a couple sims, made a few changes. We're going to keep these gloves. They are 3 item levels higher, so that saves us 1 upgrade. And it gives us haste averse, but we need the haste because right now we are really struggling on haste. So that's a nice little upgrade. This is upgraded all the way. The Pally will start the week at 662. I'll go do the neck upgrade shortly after we're done recording here. And hopefully we see him doing some Mythic raid stuff this week. And that's really it. That's all I want to talk about this week. I can't believe how actually mount heavy last week was. I was really excited. 8 mounts in a week. We usually have that near the end of a season, not kind of right in the middle. So the fact that I got 8 mounts in a week felt really, really good. And the fact that we got CE last week, which is great. That journey's over. We get to go back in, get a couple more kills, which I'm really excited for. I really hope I can do well on the Paladin, because this is the only tank I've never taken into a Mythic raid. So I'll see how I do in that regard. And since we're crafting our neck piece, the journey of Cinderpoo gets to stop. I'm not going to do any more Cinderbrews. There's no reason. I will do vaults on this guy so I can get obviously more crests, more upgrades. We need to get him up to at least 675 or 670 plus, and I think I can do that by next week. So that's definitely going to be something I'm going to focus on heavily on him, and then I will focus on the monk, just doing some of those keys to get the monk up to 2500 IO and finish that challenge. So that's how week 17 is looking. And then the last thing we just got to talk about is gold. How much gold did we make week over week? And like I did mention earlier in the video, it's looking pretty good. We had a slower week the week before where it was only just under 200k, 180k. I think that's what we made. But this week we basically tripled that. This week for week 16, our gold increases 567,773 gold. Really good week. Everyone just decided to buy stuff last week, so it felt really good seeing the sales coming in. And again, I'm looking at sales this week and we're already off to a slow start, but it usually picks up later in the week, so I'm going to hold off on any judgment on how the week's going to look. We'll find out after this week is over. So as always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to stream Tuesday and Wednesday. I don't know about Sunday because it is beautiful in the summertime. I love spending my time outside, going out to the beach. So Sunday is up in the air currently. If I'm home, I'll stream. If not, I'm most likely sitting by the water somewhere enjoying the sunshine. But that is the end of the video. As always, thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out with me and watching my videos and coming back. If you're interested in seeing the CE kill and how we did, there is a link to the video down below, but you can also click on the upcoming videos that you see now. And then if you want to see more of the raid boss kills, the playlist is just on the right. Have a fantastic week, everyone. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.